the attack on Gundam base, which was the final Australian counter-offensive, Zeon forces hidden in the continent's central frontier region escaped to Africa by way of Broome on the continent's west coast. The federal forces sent troops to intercept the renegade group, but were unable to stop them.
The Staircase of the Moon that Zeon Captain Walter spoke of in his broadcast was a name coined centuries ago by area fishermen in reference to a specific natural phenomenon. It refers to how moonlight, reflected on the ocean, as seen from the shores of Broome, formed the natural image of a staircase. This was the code name adopted by the Zeon for the mission, and in fact, the exact location of their rendezvous point before their escape. With our forces concentrated in northern, southern, and eastern sections of the continent, our battle lines were stretched too thin and a gap formed in them. This made it quite easy for the Zeon forces to slip into the central area which we had occupied earlier. So while we were off waging combat along other fronts, we were completely taken in by Walter's brilliant maneuver. Unfortunately, the one HLV which was launched from Gundam avoided our orbital patrol fleet. Apparently, after being launched, it immediately re-entered the atmosphere before coming into firing range. It then landed in Africa, and I assume it carried supplies for the troops who escaped from Broome. In spite of the fact that they are our enemies, I can't help but admire their bravery. With the situation hopeless, the Zeon forces had to consider their dwindling options. Rather than return to their homes in space, they instead chose to remain on Earth and await the day they can regroup and rise again. And I should also mention that the successful escape was due to the existence of the transport unit carrying the Astaroth, a major threat to the Federation. The units transporting the Astaroth acted on their own because they thought it was the only weapon needed to win the war. Their activities were seemingly unrelated to any of the other Zeon troops here on the continent. The surprise interference of some unexpected third party threw the Federal forces into chaos and provided a temporary distraction for the Zeon. However, let's take a moment to talk about a unit on our own side, which deserves special praise for its meritorious service. The HLV brought down by the White Dingo Special Forces unit was discovered to have contained all the remaining samples of Astaroth. Due to their actions, the entire Earth was saved from a terrible threat. Their performance on this and other missions has been nothing short of spectacular, and I request that their feats in battle be formally recognized. Additionally, I have just received notice that they're requesting extended R&R leave. Please look into expediting this as well. Their contribution to the Federation and its people was invaluable. Let's show our appreciation.
January UC-0080. An armistice was signed between the Earth Federation government and the Republic of Zeon. However, Zeon forces are still scattered across the Earth, posing a threat to world peace. The war on this level would continue for a long time to come.